Welcome to Crow Inclined, here with a daily energetic check-in. Today, I've got the Dreams of Gaia tarot, and the card that came out was the Ace of Fire. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that beautiful card. Anyway, today it came out like this. And I'm a little irritated because it's true. Okay, so when we have the Ace of Fire coming out in reverse, it really illuminates the uncertainty, right? It really illuminates the fact that we're not really sure what we want. And when we don't really know what we want, the path getting there is difficult to find, you know? It's like taking a machete into the jungle and trying to forge a path when you don't know which direction the city is, the town is, right? So when we don't really know, and we can really get in our heads about it, we tend to procrastinate, right? So we run around and we do all the things that maybe don't necessarily need to be done because it fills the time. It takes up space. Okay. So the message in this card reversed is to really sit with yourself, really get clear on what you want and your objectives, okay? Acknowledge if you have too much on your plate. You know, sometimes I want to do something and I know that I can't until I have these other 10 things done, right? So do you have too much on your plate? Is that sort of keeping you from reaching your goal or finding clarity around your goal? So this is time. It's time for you to decide what you truly want, and know that you can do what needs to be done in order to accomplish your goals. Okay. So it's a card of uncertainty and procrastination. And acknowledging that it's time to get focused. Okay. Ugh. Yay. All right. Well, today I went ahead and pulled the Dreaming Way. I've been kind of missing this deck. I woke up thinking about it this morning, so I'm going to shuffle that guy up. And anyway, let's go ahead and unpack this bad boy. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for joining me on this journey. I'm so appreciative of you, and your time, you know, and yeah. I'm a new channel. I'm just a few weeks in. I love doing this. I wanted to do this forever. I just finally did it, you know. Kind of one of those things. I wanted to do this for years, and I just couldn't quite muster the courage, I guess. I guess I was kind of afraid to be seen, which I know is something for a lot of us out there. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this bad boy unpacked. Thank you for your likes and subscribes. Thank you for your views. You know, if you feel inclined to buy me a cup of coffee, I'm a coffee hound. There is a link in the drop down, PayPal link. If this message reminds you of anyone and you want to share it, I would love that as well. So let's do this. Whew. My nose is a little sniffly today. The wind is blowing and there's new stuff blooming out there. All right. Pardon me. Okay. And out of the gate, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. This is a proposal incoming. This is good news coming, right? I love this card because we're just talking about the uncertainty, right, in our lives. And this Knight is coming in with a message for you. The horse is looking that way, but look at the Knight's looking that way. What the heck is going on? It kind of fits, doesn't it? With that little bit of uncertainty. The knight wants to go one way, the horse wants to go the other. But the cup's still there. So there is a message coming in. Okay. Or you're hoping for a message. One of the two. I'm not really sure. All right. Page of Pentacles. Oh, yes. Yeah. Learning about money. Learning. This is about something that you're working towards. You know, you're in the beginning stages, sort of the planning stages, the idea stage of building your legacy. Look at the page is like doing a bunch of research. So this is what you're doing right now. So what I'm getting with this card of uncertainty, you know, we can have an idea about what to do and have difficulty with the execution. And so if you're anything like me, you research and research and you read and you read and you research and you read and you research and you read and you research, and pretty soon the more you read, the more questions you have, right? And that can create confusion, which can create this level of uncertainty. So the energy here, I think today, is asking to like cut the crap. Don't worry about all the things. Just maybe look at what you want in a broader stroke. Okay, because if we have sort of a bigger picture of where it is that we want to be, the details are going to unfold the way that they need to unfold. Okay, so I feel like maybe we're getting lost in the details of the planning stage of moving towards this financial and material legacy that you're working towards. That's what I'm getting. Don't shoot the messenger. I don't want to claim this reading, but it's probably true for me. All right. This is what you need to keep in mind. Yeah, it's a bit of a juggling act right now, isn't it? Oh, let me focus this. My apologies. It's a bit of a juggling act. Right? Juggling your coins. It's going to be kind of a showy card too. So you may be like presenting to the world in a way that's not true. You know, maybe you're down to your last $2 in your bank account. But to everyone else, you seem like you're doing just fine, right? It's a juggling act. It's okay. This is what you need to keep in mind. This is happening right now as you are juggling all of these things. And that is part of the uncertainty of where you want to go. You know, I think once you get clear, this is going to clear up. Once you prioritize and stop doing the 20 things that don't necessarily need to be done today and focus on what, you know, getting to your goal, it's going to be a much lighter energy for you. Yeah, you're juggling. I think we're all kind of juggling right now. Come on, focus. Focus, focus. There we go. All right, let's get something for this this confused Knight of Cups. I really love the artwork in this deck. That just sort of took me by surprise. I hadn't ever read that card quite like that before. But it totally fits with the uncertainty, right? Which way did he go? Which way did he go? All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It kind of does feel like you're holding on for dear life, right? It feels like you're holding on and you're waiting for this to come in. It's okay. It could be a financial holding pattern. I mean, whatever that you're uncertain about seems to me that it is definitely affecting your financial and material, excuse me, world. And with a Knight that seems a bit confused on how to get this message to you, you know, it's hard to say when it's coming in, right? It is coming, but we are heavy, heavy pentacle so far in this reading, and that's a very, very slow moving energy. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not coming in sometime soon. I mean, you could have been in this energy for a very, very long time, right? It is coming in. It is good news. It is a proposal. It is something, okay? All right. Let us focus. There we go. And let's look at that Page of Pentacles. This is your energy, your personal energy in this read today. Okay. Yeah, the Emperor. Seems deep in thought, huh? The Emperor is ruling his world, is master to all of the energies of all the kings, right? But he sits in contemplation. He is ruling his realm in a certain way. It doesn't feel like there's much wiggle room, right? So maybe you're holding on too tight to something that you need to let go of. That's kind of the energy I get. Or maybe your approach to money isn't, maybe your ideas about money aren't really your own. Maybe someone else had planted them. You know, like a mindset, I know we all talk about lack mindset. It's actually a great description for what it is. So that's possible too. Regardless, it feels like there's something you need to let go of, a way of doing something that you need to let go of. In that energy there. You know, maybe it goes back to just having too much on your plate. It can be as simple as just having too much on your plate and needing to let go of things. All right, let's check out this Two of Pentacles. This juggling act that we have going on here. Juggling. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So this is the energy of keeping in mind that you are going to have everything that you want. That's going to make you happy. You know, so it almost feels like what you need to focus on is what's going to bring this to you, this emotional wish fulfillment, this family and love and contentment, right? Maybe you're focusing too heavily on the money, or maybe you're having a hard time understanding the goal because you are focusing on something that maybe doesn't bring you joy. That's a possibility. Remember that this is all about getting clear about what it is that you want. So maybe taking a look at where you're trying to go and what you're trying to accomplish from your heart. Maybe feel what it would be like instead of thinking what it would be like. That might be a great little exercise today. Okay. All right. Let's see if anything else wants to come up under that Four of Pentacles. That holding on for dear life card. Ah, yeah. Okay. This is the energy. I mean, you've got to stay strong in this energy, especially when you're kind of hanging on for dear life and you're waiting and this message is coming in, but this Knight doesn't really know which way he's going. Okay. And this could be creating a kind of a strength in you that you didn't know that you had. Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, anything under this Emperor? This Emperor energy is interesting. So, like I said, this is your attitude. This is your attitude. This is how you're trying to rule your realm. You're trying to understand every teeny tiny little thing before you get started. You know, before you maybe commit to a goal. That might be it. But that energy might be too controlling. Yeah, this is where you're heading. Pardon me. In your mind, this is your energy. In your mind, in your world, you are figuring this out. You are ruling with an iron fist to get to here. This is how you think this is going to happen. Okay? You're being asked to keep in mind that your heart is a huge part of this decision and this journey and the direction that you're heading. Getting clear. All right. Yeah, I think that's what it is. You must consult your heart, not just your strategy, your strategic moves towards legacy, financial and material legacy. You know, it must be heartfelt as well. All right. Yeah, you are definitely manifesting what it is that you want. Okay, you have all the tools that you need. You have all the tools that you need. Why are you spending so much time here? That's the message. Step away from all of these teeny tiny little details and what if it doesn't work? What if that doesn't work? What is it? What did it? How about what if it does? Okay, what if it does? You're already doing it. You're already transmuting from the ethereal to the material world. This is really good. This is very helpful for me today too. Okay, getting clear on what you want, setting aside things that are not priority, understanding that your heart is just a bigger part of the decision to move forward with a goal, with a dream, with something that you're trying to create as your mind, as your strategizing part, right? We must be balanced in order to achieve our goals, you know, and that's we've got the strength card. This is an inner balance, inner and outer balance. You know, she's tamed her little inner lion. So staying calm in the face of all of this craziness and uncertainty is going to help you go within and figure out what it is that you really, really want and what you need. Okay? It is definitely a powerful message today. I hope this reaches someone who needs to hear this right now. Please like and subscribe, share. I would love it, and I will see you soon. Bye.